Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web. As you probably remember from the end of my last video, we are going to be doing Ultramarine Captain. So, to start off with, what I've done is I've just painted the underneath with Ultramarine Blue. It's just because this one, the way it's moulded, trying to stick it to the top of a paint pot, it's a little tricky. So I've done it this way for a change, see how it works. Okay, so the colours we're going to be using, first of all, Ultramarines Blue. Rather. Now I don't have much of this left, so hopefully I can get it all done. If not, I'm going to have to go into my art box and get out my Ultramarine Blue and do it that way. But fingers crossed, I should have enough. It won't, hopefully won't take as much as I've got in here. For a change with this one, instead of going over in Agrax Earthshade, you'll be surprised to learn I'm going to be going over in Nuln Oil, because I think the black would go over the blue better and make it look right rather than like the brown wash. And we just keep going. I wonder why these are called Space Smurfs. Not a clue. I can't see any link. There's that. And now, it seems strange painting a Space Marine at this size. I'm so used to doing them as 28mm. It's nice to actually see much more detail. Doesn't look too bad. I don't think I've missed anywhere for a change. Yes, there is one place. It's one of those places that I couldn't get into with the bigger brush. And the final stroke. Next we want our tin bits. And this is going to be going over metal areas. So that'll be here. Here we are. According to the picture, this is going to be brown. Gold. I'm going to do that bit as well. And in there. I do, however, need to turt up some of this blue. Obviously before I put the Nuln Oil on. Usually when I'm doing Space Marines I don't put the backpack on until I've finished painting the main area, but as the backpack is on this, I have no option. I'm just going to go in there. Do that gold. Okay, so I think that's all done. What I need to do now is get the white on the arms. So I'm going to have to go over it with after I've put the Nuln Oil on, but it's not an issue. There we go. I must admit this white scare goes on much better than the skull white of old. I know you still have that bit of the black coming through, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Just touch up here and there in a few places. When I finish this and it's dried, I'll be going over with the Nuln Oil to give it that nice, to give it that wash. Again, to on the shadowy areas, on the recesses. And I've missed somewhere else as well with the tin bits here. And here. Okay, I'm just going to do there we are. I think that's everything. I'll just give it a couple of minutes to dry, and then we can get the Nuln Oil out and get to gun blasting. It seems to be on dry now, so let's get cracking and put the wash on. Like I said, just for a change, I thought I'd do Nuln Oil because I think it might give a better effect with the blue than brown would. Brown is good for the greens and the browns, obviously, and reds. But I think for blue, the Nuln Oil may be the better choice. I don't know yet. Just a feeling I had when I was looking at the model. I'm just going to try and hold it by the stand rather than the actual model itself. That way I can get it all done without having to touch any part of the wet model. Oops, a bit too heavy-handed on that shoulder. So while I'm waiting for this now to dry, I'll put the kettle on and have a cup of tea or coffee, depending on. And what the first canister is I pick up. Okay, so that's the Nuln Oil applied. It's now a case of wait for it to stand up, you fool. Wait for it to dry and then go off with the highlight colours. I'm going to be using Enchanted Blue, now it's all dried, just to go over the areas of I like this now actually. wasn't too stuck on it when I first put it on, but now quite liking this blue for this. I'm quite liking this blue. And so we don't want to cover everything in this blue, it's just areas that's I think is going to get hit by light more than others. There we go. Next we have gold. And this gold is going to go on here. And that's looking almost awesome. I mean, obviously it would be better if it was salamanders, but I can't do everything, can you? Laddie's dreaming. Laddie's dreaming. Oh, doesn't have to make some funny noises in his sleep, this man. Oops. Another bit of the blue on here, so I'm going to have to touch that one up a little bit later. And as you can see, I'm not making sure that on the tin bits is covered over. I just want to give it the look of gold, and this way it looks as though it's been through the wars, as he should, Luke, because after all he's a Marine, soldier of the Empire. Okay, that's the gold done. It's just now a little bit of Boltgun Metal, white, and just a little bit of red. So let's get the Boltgun Metal out. There's that part. Now this part. And also do these rivets in it. And I think that is it for the Boltgun Metal. So let's get the emblems done first. And I just want to do the face, I do not want to do all of it. I think I might have to go over this again, but for the sake of the video, once is enough. And now eyes. First of all, we do Scab Red. Scab Red, sorry. Thinking this might be the first time I've actually done Space Marine eyes. And I've been able to see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, there's that. And yeah, I'm going on about Ultramarines, but on my wall I've got a picture of an Ultramarine that I painted a few years ago, but that's when he had an Ultramarine army. So I'll give you a proper look at that. There we are. There's one Ultramarine Captain ready for action. I'm quite happy with the way it looks. So let's clean my brush and pick our next victim. So we have a choice of 4. We'll place our motley crew down here so we can see who it is that's going to get picked this time. Got 2 ladies and 2 men. So let's do a quick jiggy about with these. Another one I'm waiting to paint because I think it might be a bit of fun to do. But let's see which one I get, and I will be picking the bottom one this time. And which is it? It is the Rogue Trader. There we are. So until next time, take care. God bless, and bye for now.